Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into one of the most satisfying parts of using Linux, task automation. We're going to look at two powerhouse command line tools, Cron and at, that basically let you put your entire system on autopilot. So let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? Did I remember to run that crucial weekly backup? Or are you just sick of having to manually clear out temp files every single day? We've all been there. Those little, repetitive digital chores, they're a total drag on your time and focus. Well, this is where Linux really shines. It has this incredible, built-in solution. Automation is your secret weapon against all that tedious work. And today, we're focusing on the two tools that make it all happen, the mighty Cron and the precise at.
So first up is Cron. I always think of Cron as the reliable, tireless workhorse of the system. It's the go-to tool for any job that needs to happen over and over and over again on a schedule you can set and forget.
So what is it exactly? Well, Cron is a time-based job scheduler. It's designed specifically to run your commands or scripts automatically at these fixed, repeating intervals. We're talking daily log cleanups, weekly security scans, maybe even hourly data pulls. Basically, if you have a task that's on a loop, Cron is what you need. Now, I'll be honest, when you first lay eyes on the Cron syntax, it can look a little weird. All those asterisks, right? It seems kind of cryptic, but I promise you, it's actually a super logical and incredibly powerful system. Let's break it down right now.
Okay, let's decode this thing. Each one of those 5 asterisks is just a placeholder for a unit of time. If we read them from left to right, they stand for minute, hour, day of the month, and finally, day of the week. See? Once you know what they stand for, it's not so scary after all. So let's look at a real-world example. Imagine you have a backup script that you need to run every single day at midnight. Simple. We'd set the minute field to 0, the hour field to 0, and then for the rest, we just use asterisks, which basically means every. And just like that, you've created a precise recurring schedule. And getting this up and running? It's so easy. In your terminal, you just type crontab-e. That's going to open up your personal Cron file in a text editor. You add the line for your job, you save it, and you exit. That's it. Cron just takes over from there, automatically.
All right, on to our second tool. If Cron is that reliable workhorse, then the at command, well, at is the precision sniper. It's built for a totally different kind of job, running a command just once at a very specific time in the future. The at command is your go-to for all those fire and forget tasks. You know, maybe you need to restart a server at 3 a.m. tonight, but there's no way you're waking up for that. Or maybe you want to send a report right at 5 p.m. when the workday ends. For these one-off jobs, at is perfect.
And using it could not be simpler. The syntax is so wonderfully human-readable. You just type at and then the time, like at 8 p.m. The system then waits for you to type in whatever command you want to run. Once you're done, you just press Ctrl-D on your keyboard, and boom, your job is scheduled.
But what if you change your mind? No worries, you are still in complete control. If you want to see what jobs you have lined up, just use the @q command to check the queue. And if you made a mistake, no problem at all. The @rm command lets you remove a job you don't need anymore. Simple and so effective. Okay, so we've met our two contenders, Cron, the workhorse, and at, the sniper. Now for the main event. Let's put them head-to-head to understand exactly when you should use each one, because getting this right is the absolute key to mastering automation.
Honestly, the difference couldn't be clear. Cron is for repeating tasks, and at is for one-time tasks. The best analogy I've heard is this. Think of Cron as your super reliable alarm clock that goes off at the exact same time every single morning. At is more like a single calendar reminder for that one specific appointment you have next Tuesday. All right. Now that the core difference is crystal clear, let's level up with a quick pro tip for managing system-wide automation. This is really essential if you're running a server or any kind of multi-user machine.
So far, we've been talking about managing jobs for your own user account with crontab-e. But what happens when you need to schedule tasks for the entire system? Well, you could go and edit the main system crontab file, but there's a much cleaner, much simpler way to do it. You see, Linux provides this set of special directories just for this purpose. Any executable script that you place inside one of these folders will automatically be run by the system on that schedule. So you want a script to run daily for all users? Just drop it into the etc cron daily folder. It's a really elegant and simple way to handle system-wide tasks.
And this really gets to the heart of why any of this stuff matters. Mastering these tools, it's not just some neat technical trick.
It's about saving yourself time, it's about preventing human error, and it's about making sure your system stays healthy and runs smoothly without you ever having to think about it. So there you have it. You now have everything you need to choose between the reliable workhorse Cron and the precision sniper Apply. The only question left is, what repetitive chore are you going to get off your plate for good? What will you automate first?